Buhari's threat. Ohanaeze youths hail Twitter and alert international community. Ohanaeze Ndigbo Youth Council (OIC) has expressed concern over President Buhari's threat against those he said wants to destroy his government. This is also as the Apex Igbo Social Cultural Organization hailed Twitter for deleting what had been described by many as genocidal and offensive tweet. The president has in a statement warned that those people who want to destroy his government will receive the shock of their lives as they will be treated in the language they will understand. According to him, whoever wants the destruction of the system will soon have the shock of their lives. We've given them enough time. A tweet from him read, "Many of those misbehaving today are too young to be aware of the destruction and loss of lives that occurred during the Nigerian Civil War. Those of us in the fields for 30 months who went through the war will treat them in the language they understand." Reacting, Ohanaeze youth said the president had prepared the ground for another genocidal attack on Ndigbo by security forces. The group spoke through its president, General Mazi Okunabuike, saying that the president had pushed Ndigbo to the walls. "We write to alert the international community on another planned genocidal action against Ndigbo. This is sadly coming a few days after Ndigbo held a memorial in honor of over 5 million lives wasted, including children, during the genocide, not civil war." When you say civil war, we are assuming that there were forces, equal forces to, well, not equal, but forces on both sides that were damning towards something. The Igbos did not want war. Listen. While we salute Twitter for deleting the tweet, we wanted to say that Buhari's account should be blocked just like that of Trump's. Other sanctions should also be placed on Buhari government by the international community. That's highly unlikely. We are more concerned that this is coming from the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces and President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I mean, again, as we should listen. That's why the more the need for another protest, because again, it's like, this man, I do not know what was going on. I'm so confused how he even got here in the first place. The fact is, how did he even win the second time as president? That is just crazy. But then again, it's just like, this is why you need to know your history, because when you have people like these who partook in such a genocidal act, you see that they can manipulate history, because I had the audacity for you to say those of you misbehaving, as if we're children. Are you joking? Misbehaving today are too young to be aware. We don't need to be aware. History says it itself. History is there. We know what happened. We know what you did. We will bring out your own record. So again, it's just like, who are you trying to intimidate? Listen, you don't do that. And I think that Igbos are very much sensitive now, and I'm like, you know what, we will see the signs before you tell it to us. Again, Nigerians are already good at, interpreting your words for you and telling and, saying it how you intended to say it. So basically that's it. And I think that it's gonna be tough. It is gonna be tough. Things are gonna get very heated, because Nigerians are not going to take things lightly. Listen. You can't try something like that. And I guess it's good. And I think this is the reason why the government, as a rebuttal, may push for the social media bill, where, they basically restrict how much Nigerians can do online. But again, power is taken. Power is not given. We have to change it for ourselves. Again, when we do it ourselves, we'll feel better. It was an organic fight, rather than, calling on other people who might not necessarily understand why you're fighting and also want a price. That's it. That is literally it. Let's get the comment section. Somebody says, "Thank you, Rita. Thank you to the international community. It is blood and the blood of his people that will be spilled so long as the Lord tarries." Someone says, "Let thunder fire your heads there when terrorists, yes, and IPOB are attacking police departments and killing of security personnel. Where were you? God punish you with your international community. No good." What? Again, you can't depend on the world does not your understanding. Listen, if you have the allies and you pay at a price, then fine. But again, it's like, listen, you have to defend yourself. So it's a bit. can't really depend on the international community. Not the people and their voices. Absolutely not that those ones. That's confirmed. However, it's more the powers that be that can actually make change. Don't waste your time. Again, it's just like, whose job is it to correct the government? And I think we need to ask this question, because again, this person says when terrorists IPOB are attacking the listen. What did you do as well? You have to understand the system we've created for ourselves, or the system that already exists, does not think of accountability for these politicians. I mean, honestly, with the accusations against, actual cases against the president and the vice and Sanwo-Olu and all that, and we thought, oh wow, the International Criminal Court is gonna deal with them. Silence. And so you come out with a tweet like this and you expect Nigerian people not to react. Again, I think Nigerian people have endured for too long, and I think that our endurance and high tolerance for hardship might have not helped us in a way, because yes, we do thrive and overcome. However, it makes it our responsibility to be self-sufficient, meaning that why do we need a government? I mean, the government has not even provided public goods for us that we should have, because we pay taxes. They don't do that. And when it comes to businesses, they help they help in the protection of monopolies. That's what they do. So again, we had to provide everything for ourselves: water, electricity, everything for ourselves, roads, everything for ourselves. And then what now happens is that now they want to make us in charge of our own security. Listen, you can't listen. I think they've really underestimated Nigerians, and that's the thing, because we let them get away with a lot of things for way too long. But they will be shook. They will be shook at the strength that we have and how united we actually are. And I think this is even more reason why the northern part of the country, they also need to come and defend themselves and defend their name, because again, we have Fulani herdsmen doing the most. So again, for us to be united, we all have to put hands together, be it in the protest or whatever. The fact is, in kind of situations like this, it's scary, but it's a sad reality that we need to get grips of. It might mean that there will be loss of lives. However, depending on how efficiently we fight, we can reduce that. However, that may happen even more. So yeah, that's it. We have to take things into our hands, because the government seems incapable. And of course, if they're incapable and they underestimate us and they do not do their job, we give them the free will and the go ahead to mess us up, which cannot happen. Put what you think about this in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.